A Guilford County Republican who has won 5 straight elections is back on the campaign trail looking for another win. John Faircloth is running against Democratic challenger Brandon Gray for a seat in the North Carolina House. Faircloth is the focus of our 2020 commitment coverage tonight. WXI 12's Bill O'Neill has some more.
When I asked John Faircloth why he wants to go back to Raleigh, he says it not only keeps him busy, but that he has a new challenge he's waiting to tackle. So what's on the planning board that you're excited about?
We've got this challenge that has come out of the police shootings over the country, and the speaker has named a committee which will start meeting this coming week. I'm a member of that committee, and my background, as you well know, is deeply in law enforcement. So I feel like I have to be there to contribute.
The one-time High Point police chief says he's troubled by both police shootings as well as protesters rioting, adding he hopes that his role on the legislative committee will help find a solution.
Maybe it takes a moment in history like this to sort of wake us up.
Faircloth supported Republican-sponsored tax cuts, continues to oppose Medicaid expansion, says that education, while one of his top priorities, is also something he worries about overspending on. As for increasing North Carolina's unemployment benefits, he told us this.
It would be good if we can get to once again, to a good sound financial situation in the state, and I would have no problem raising it if that were the case. But until we are sound enough to start raising the cost of situations, we shouldn't be taking out of one pot to put in another.
We asked the Guilford County Republican how he would vote if the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade and abortion became a state's issue.
I don't accept abortion as necessary. I think it's a choice made, and I don't have a problem with a person being able to make a choice. But when it gets to the point when you have a baby developing to the point that they're 6th or 7th month, and then their life is taken, there's no difference there than going out and murdering a living child. This is a living child.
To be clear, you support abortion at the front end, but not several months in.
I wish it didn't have to happen at all, but if it has to happen, I want it at the front end.
Would you vote for that, though, as a lawmaker in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Finally, we asked Faircloth if he'd read or seen anything during the pandemic that caught his attention. He told us about a World War II documentary that included his uncle.
My uncle, who was a native of Greensboro, was the leading ace that flew Mustangs in World War II. And I turned the TV on one night, and lo and behold, there was a documentary on there about the 8th Air Force. And he was one of the 7 pilots that they featured.
Major George Preddy, Faircloth's uncle, was a World War II hero killed by friendly fire on Christmas Day in 1944.
Suddenly saw a picture of my grandmother, whom raised me, walking out of her house with her arm around her son's uniformed garb that he was wearing, and she was smiling, and he was home for what turned out to be his last leave before he passed away. And it brought tears to my eyes.
John Faircloth says he won't be voting by mail and he won't be voting early. He'll be voting on Election Day, just as he always has. Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.